Now at 1, coming out of the COVID crisis and a major step forward for the fully vaccinated today. The CDC announcing those who have been inoculated against COVID can ditch the mask and social distancing in most settings, inside and outside. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. It is the big announcement that many people have been waiting over a year for, finally relaxing those restrictions that have changed our lives and how they look.
Today's announcement affects about a third of all Americans, or 117 million people, who have so far been protected from the pandemic. The CDC says it's the vaccines that have led to this moment.
Anyone who is fully vaccinated can participate in indoor and outdoor activities, large or small, without wearing a mask or physical distancing.
The new recommendations come more than a year after the CDC first suggested that Americans should wear masks to slow the spread of the coronavirus.
KTLA 5's Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost is live in Cypress with more on what this move really means. Chip.
Yeah, and you guys, before we get into that, if you want some instant reaction to this news, just a moment ago, a woman drove by, asked, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I told her the news that we're about to explain to you, that the CDC has said you can get rid of the masks in most situations. She looked at me, she said, "What?" She had her mask on, ripped it off with a big smile and threw it to the side of the passenger seat, which she was driving. So that's the reaction at least one person had to this news. But if you haven't heard the news, huge news coming out of Washington today. This is the director of the Centers for Disease Control announcing the new guidance on masks.
Today, CDC is updating our guidance for fully vaccinated people. Anyone who is fully vaccinated can participate in indoor and outdoor activities, large or small, without wearing a mask or physical distancing. If you are fully vaccinated, you can start doing the things that you had stopped doing because of the pandemic.
Now, there will be some exceptions in some situations. Also, don't just expect to go to a store today and be able to walk in. We're outside of a Rouse because we wanted to talk to people what it would be like to be able to go into a grocery store without a mask on, but that doesn't mean you can do so today because state and local laws need to catch up. Businesses need to change their guidelines, and they may not feel comfortable doing so as quickly as these guidelines suggest you can. So you kind of still have to follow the local rules and the local rules of businesses as well if they want to keep their masks rules in place. We did talk to the Chief Medical Officer of LA Healthcare today just about what his thoughts were on this. And he says he believes this is a good move. He says the science backs it up.
I certainly encourage people to follow the new guidance and take your mask off, but there's no harm whatsoever if somebody doesn't personally feel quite ready to take their mask off when they go out. No problem whatsoever for them to continue to wear it.
And it was LA Care Health Plan. My apologies. This is the Chief Medical Officer for LA Care Health Plan. But anyway, a lot of people are going to be talking about this. Still a lot of unanswered questions, big questions being, how do you prove you're vaccinated? This guidance is for fully vaccinated people, not for the unvaccinated. For the unvaccinated, they say you'll still be asked to wear your mask in those other situations that vaccinated people will be able to take their masks off. So this news just coming out, still a lot of unanswered questions, but we're going to try to get some of those answers as the day goes on, as this news just breaking. For now, reporting live in Cypress, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.